26 days to go, then the flight to the Philippines. Business is going quite well. Got like a couple of new clients, I think. One of it was like a kind of like a one-time thing though. I like did one video for him, and he said he's taking a break from YouTube, so he's not gonna upload for like a month. But I'm sure he'll like hire me for like more videos and stuff. And he makes videos on he's literally like First Man, not gonna lie. He's very similar to First Man, and he's very legit. Like, he's actually very hardworking, very intelligent. He's probably a genius. So he's not like a Hamza Spawn or like self-improvement like copycat type thing. He's actually like the real thing. He's very legit. I think if he like does his marketing well, because he's very clever and he's got potential, but the way he makes videos is very strange, like autistically strange. So I asked him if he wants any like advice on like the marketing, on just like tips on how to do YouTube. I'll give it to him for free. I've got another guy. He does like Disney vlogs, like he goes on cruises and stuff. Now he was only giving me about, I think it's $50 or £50, maybe £50 per video. But it's like the videos are so long, they're about 1.5 hours footage, and then I have to put it down to like 30 minutes, and it's in 4K, so it takes like, so to render like 1.5 minutes takes like 30 minutes, so it's like really long render time. I'd have to render it like all night and like all morning, afternoon for like a video. That's fine, you know, work. And then so that's good. I've been doing like my routine. I haven't been messing up. Like, you know what I was saying, like wake up at 7, then work out, then like cook, eat, do like the emetophobia learning, then do advertising, then work, then like eat again, sleep at the right time. So I've been doing everything correctly. So that's good. I'm at the highest I've ever weighed. I weighed this morning at 9 stone, 8.2 pounds. So that's 134 pounds. And my goal was to weigh 10 stone, which is 140 pounds, by the time I reach the Philippines. So I've got 26 days to gain 6 pounds. I don't think I'm gonna make it, but I do think I'll gain like 3 pounds, maybe 4 pounds. So like 2 pounds shy of my goal, most likely. So yeah, everything's like going well and stuff. So for also with like the girl who I'm speaking to, because I'm like really lonely and everything, I don't simp. I don't say I simp, but I'm just a little bit needy, needy. And the past week I just like stopped, because I just realised that there's like I'm not sure if I said this before, but there's definitely like a dynamic thing. Like, I don't think two people can show affection at the same time. I don't think it works like that. I think only one person can show affection. Because if someone shows affection to you, and this happened to me, like the first time I spoke to her, she was the one showing affection, and I realised like I didn't have to do anything. Like, I didn't have to message her first, I didn't have to call her first, I didn't have to do anything. And she started everything, and that was how I wanted it, that's how I liked it. And then after, like, you know, we had problems, and she stopped doing it, then I started, like, I was the one doing it, And because of that, she doesn't try. And of course, when she did it to me, I didn't try. That's natural. That's how it's supposed to be. I believe one person shows affection, then the other one doesn't have to. So for about the past week, I was thinking like what I did right, like when I first started speaking to her, because I honestly didn't care about her. So it was all very natural to me. So I had these subconscious rules where I would never message her first, I would never call her first, I would never say anything too cringe. You know, I was never emotional or anything. And like after like months or a couple of months ago, I kind of like got rid of all of that and I didn't care. And I just did how I felt, like the, you know, Disney cliche, whatever. And like obviously it goes worse because like you shouldn't do that. So for about like the past week, I pretty much just do all my old rules. I don't message first, I don't call first, I'm not needy, I'm not emotional, etc. And it's so much better. It's like, even now, it's only been a week and it's just like so much better, so much more enjoyable and everything. So that's literally like I'm not sure what it's like in person. Maybe in person it's very different. I'm sure it's the same thing. I don't know how like that works in person, but like online, I don't think it's ever good to like message first. And it kind of depends. Like if you're in England, you kind of have to, in a way, unless you're like Giga Chad. I think you kind of have to. But in like Southeast Asia, it's like I'm the prize. So it's like they've got something to lose. It's not me losing, you know. Ouch. Yeah, so because it's like I'm like kind of the prize there, it's like she will be the one messaging me first. Because in England you can't guarantee that, like, because unless you're like a Giga Chad, like I said. But yeah, in England, if you're like an average guy and you're like not messaging first, yeah, good luck. You kind of have to, actually, a little bit. Like, not simp, but you kind of have to put in effort. But what I love about like Philippines is I don't have to put in effort, and that's what I like. I enjoy that. I prefer it like that. I think it's more natural that way. Also, I think it's just better. I like that I literally just don't ever have to message her first, call her first, do anything first, and that she can initiate everything. Because then I know that, like, in my opinion, I don't think like men should really like be chasing. I know it's like all red pill and stuff, but I think it's true. I think men should, because if you think about like I don't know, these are just stupid theories, but if you think about like evolution and stuff, if we could go back like 100,000 years ago, let's make it very simple. You've got a man, then the man is like, okay, let's get resources, let's gather wood, and then he spends like the next 6 months building like a hut, like a wooden hut. And then like a woman's like, oh, this guy's got a hut, let's move in with him. Then he's like, is she attractive? Is she fertile? Okay, she can live with me. I honestly think that's kind of like how evolution is. You know how it's like with like animals? Is it birds? Like a bird like builds a nest and then like, I don't know, but you know what I mean. I feel like it's men show some sort of like resource or value, like men has something to offer, and then women just come to the men. I swear that's how it is. That would be very strange if it's the other way around. Because think about it, imagine if a man has to, like, let's say it's a bird, like they have to build the nest and like search for women. That's like ridiculous. Because I strongly believe in balance, and that doesn't make sense. I don't think like one gender does like all the work and everything. That doesn't make sense. Well, I don't know why I'm talking about like dumb theories, because I honestly really dislike like this, like I dislike theories. It's just cringe a bit. I just don't know what else to talk about, and I want to talk because I've got like no one else to talk to. I don't really talk to my family or anything. I don't have friends, so I just like talking to a camera. So pretty much I'm just talking out my arse a little bit. Yep, 26 days to go. Planned the Philippines for like 2 years. I was actually taking actionable steps about 7 months ago. So it took 7 months, 8 months. 8 months to reach my dreams. So I started about 1st of January, non-coincidental. I know that's New Year's Day. Nothing to do with New Year's, it just so happened to be New Year's. And that's when I got my first client, it was 1st of January. And that's when I started to make the business. I got the client the same day I decided to make the business. And when I made the business, my entire vision was the Philippines. When I created the business, my vision was Philippines. I know I wanted to go Bangkok at one point, but it was like the original intention was Philippines, then it like went to Thailand, and Philippines, Thailand. Like, I was always swapping between like those two countries, and I realised like there's no point. Like, well, the thing is with Thailand is that if I want to live there long term, I should get like an elite visa, but that costs like 13,000, and Philippines is so much like easier. So yeah, I'd just rather like go Philippines. It's just so much easier, simpler. And it was like my original destination I wanted to go to, so so I'm not really scared at all, to be honest. My fear is like very minimal. I'm not really scared at all. Me going Latvia definitely helped, because now I know how like planes work, I know how airports work. I got some idea what like traveling's like. Not scared at all, really. I'm just excited. I'm not really that anxious. But I know the day it happens, or like the day before it happens, it's scary. It is scary, because when you set up your alarm, I've always got my alarm set up, but when you wake up to that alarm, so you're asleep, you're dreaming, and you hear that alarm, you wake up, and like, I need to go to the airport. That's scary. Now that's scary. That was the peak of my anxiety when I went to Latvia. Was the morning I woke up. That exact second the alarm went off, that was like the highest point of my anxiety. Like I wanted to vomit. I just felt that anxious. So, and that's just Latvia. Philippines, oof, you know, I bought a one-way ticket. It's a 24-hour journey. It's very expensive. I spent £850 just on the plane ticket to go there. Don't know how much it costs to go back if I do decide to go back, which I don't think I would. I think there's a very high chance I'll stay, at least stay out of England. I think there's like a decent high chance. I'd be very surprised if I went back home. Don't see what possible reason could cause that. Because and I know how to like reach goals now. You have to really want it. You have to like really want it. If you're at the point where you say, I need this, I will do anything it takes for this, you've won. If you can like adopt that mindset in like whatever you do, you will get it. If you adopt the mindset that you need it and you'll do whatever it takes, then, because the thing is, I feel like I need Philippines because I know it's better. That's the thing, I know it's better than England. I've spoken to many different expats. I've done all the calculations, you know, the cost of living, the different apartments, comparing. It's better. It's literally just better. If you have an online income, it's better to move to a developing country. But unless you've got like family, friends, whatever. But I'm not in that position. I'm very lucky. I'm not in that position. I don't have anything that's telling me to stay in England. I have no incentive to stay in England. I don't have work here. I don't really have family here. I don't have friends here. So there's just not much point in like staying in England. So it's like Philippines has many benefits, which is like better than England, and I've got no incentive to stay in England. So of course I'm gonna do it. Of course I'm motivated. Of course I'm confident. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna go.